Namaste everybody, and once again welcome to Soulful Sundays with Dr. Mitali, FB Live, 4:30 p.m. It's always a pleasure to really talk to all of y'all every Sunday. It's now nearly been 3 months that we are regularly talking and meeting one another on Soulful Sundays. What I have observed is this beautiful energy that we create for one another, and it is a beautiful healing circle that we are all bonded in. Today, there has been a sudden shift in the energy which I was able to consciously observe since last 2 to 3 days. In Pune particularly, what we observed was that there's a sudden lockdown that has been declared now that there was an unlock process that was started. The human mind finds it so difficult to connect and to adjust and adapt to these sudden changes. And yet, we are equally capable of adapting and adjusting to these changes. But still, it so happens that when any change is suddenly sprung upon us, it can take us completely by surprise. Since morning, wherever, of course, the fact that there was a sudden lockdown again declared in India, especially in Maharashtra and states around 4 to 5 states of India, there was a big hustle and rush to go and get things which maybe are not there in the house and which maybe are needed. Really, are they needed? No idea. But we just suddenly feel this urgency and we suddenly feel this need to stock up. And I guess most of you must have experienced this, that at such times when we desperately go out into the market, what we observe is a huge rush of people completely violating the rules of social distancing and doing their utmost in the frantic to stock up whatever they can. And yet today, as I moved around buying my own groceries, my own vegetables, stocking up stuff which I'd got over for the clinic, or so many other things, or for that matter, even going and getting a haircut for myself after nearly 4 long months, there was this energy, a frantic energy, a fear, a restless energy which I could perceive and tap into every time I went. When we went to buy vegetables, the shopkeepers had hiked the rate up to the extent that today vegetables were not less than 200 per kg. And you could actually sense that desperation because each one of the vendor was scared that what would happen if they were not going to be in business for the next 10 days. Or no matter if, and not even sure whether this might extend and become even more, and might go even more beyond 10 days. When I spoke to the couple of vegetable vendors, they said we can't help it. That's the cost that we bought it at. Rather, we don't even know what cost we bought it at. There was such a huge frantic at the wholesale market to just go pick up and buy something and come. You could feel this franticness even when you went to the grocer's shop. Especially people like us, I realized we were actually just hoarding things when we don't need to. Our house is stocked. Our house is enough not just for 10 days, but maybe another 100 days also. And yet, this energy of desperation, this energy of anxiety and panic is not just limited to us. It's limited to the whole universe. That's the energy in which the universe suddenly gets transformed and shifts. And you can actually feel that energy around you. I could sense myself also. When my house is stocked with food, I go around and buy more and more processed food with the fear that what if my servant doesn't come to cook tomorrow? So instead of having to do all the cooking on my own, let me just quickly go and pick up some quick fix meals which would save my time. And we go into this mode, this whole energy of desperation. Even when I went for the haircut, though it seemed like such an amazing thing to do, and my beautician had done a beautiful job of ensuring the best PPE and the best sanitization while catering to her clients, I could just sense that energy of fear and anxiety with each one of them there. As I spoke to her, she said, the need now is to just stay in the market. So many of my other colleagues who are into beauty business and who cannot afford to pay the rent for the parlor have shut down business after 4 months. They don't have that sustainability. If there's no business happening, there is no way that we can pay the rent and the staff and maintain all the consumables that are required in the business of a parlor. So she said the only aim right now is to survive this year and to stay afloat so that we don't have to close shop. I think most of us would relate to this fear, would relate to this anxiety, if it's just there somewhere in the back of each one of us mind. With salaries not happening, even if people have jobs, not sure if their job is going to stay tomorrow or no. I spoke to another colleague of mine who was into running, and he was just running on the street last evening across my clinic. And I said, oh wow, good to see you running. It's so nice that it's lucky that you IT guys are at home and you don't have to go to office. And he said, no, Mitali, it's not that. We also have our anxiety because there's a lot of downscaling happening, and I'm not even sure if next month I'm going to have my job. And that's the kind of energy that all of us are living with. Especially now that it's more than 3 to 4 months, and I get calls practically every second day, or practically speak to minimum 4 to 5 people in a day where there's anxiety piling up, where there's fear piling up, where there's worry and concern piling up. There's restlessness coming up. The insecurity about the future and what is going to happen, unnerving everyone. I had this patient of mine, she's about 70 years old. She literally cried in the clinic yesterday when she came in. She said, we are just 2 senior citizens all alone. My daughter is abroad, my son is abroad. We're just 2 of us staying here. My husband has undergone a bypass a couple of years ago. I am suffering from diabetes. And what really worries me is that if anything happens to us, who will come to our help? She said, even doctors are shut down. Clinics are not open. When I called my physician to take a look at our reports, he said, I'm not taking and entertaining clients right now. So there was so much of fear and anxiety in her that who would look after us? Whom should we reach out to if anything were to happen to us? So this energy of desperation is seeking each and every one of us. Whether we are working professionals, we are housewives, whether we are senior citizens, whether we are younger generation. And the children are even not spared of this. Just spoke to a couple of students from the student community. I have so many of this younger generation who work with me and for whom we have different healing packages. Post 12 standard, none of the entrance exams have happened in our country today. They are waiting for their medical entrance exams, they are waiting for their engineering entrance exams so that they can eventually have some admission somewhere. Every time the entrance exams gets postponed, it was supposed to happen in the month of May. It's got postponed to the month of July. Now they've got postponed to the month of September, and God even doesn't know when it's going to happen, even in September. This kind of fear of the unknown is what grips the human mind. Though the youth would love this free time that is available with them and would love to enjoy and relax, even they feel unnerved when life has suddenly come to a standstill and there's nothing that can be done. And there's so much of uncertainty and fear around. Had another patient of mine talk to me where luckily the market has appreciated now. But 2 months ago, when the market had a sudden dip, when the market had fallen so badly, and all his investments were into the share market and the mutual fund market. And he was so scared. He said, I don't have any liquid cash with me right now. I'm a family of 5 people. 2 of my family members are senior citizens. Today, if you have to get admitted in a hospital, the hospital demands minimum deposit of 5 lakh rupees if they have to treat us. At any given time, I need to have a liquid cash of 20-25 lakhs if my family suddenly has to get affected by COVID. At one time, this seemed like an exaggeration, but as news keeps pouring from people around, we just got the news of Amitabh Bachchan and Abhishek Bachchan being infected. Pune has the news of our own mayor and his entire family getting infected, and also their cousins. These are not fears. They seem now suddenly to be hard fact realities happening around us. And even though we would like to feel that I am immune to this, and this cannot happen to me, we still have a voice that tells us inside that I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm as vulnerable as everybody else. And that fear can really grip all of us. And today, as I moved around in doing my daily course, my Sunday course, this fear was what connected deeply. This was the fear that was palpable on the face, in the voice, in the behavior of whether it's the shopkeeper, whether it's the grocer, whether it's my friends, whether it's my colleagues, wherever you go. And we don't even know how long this havoc is going to continue. How long this would continue to mutilate all of us physically, mentally, and emotionally. And these are times which call for some strong actions. And the best actions that really happen first in our minds. The best actions that first happen in our feelings and our thoughts. As we see all these things happening around us, what really disturbs us is the thought process that goes along with it. The moment I hear something mishap or some grave thing happening around me, my mind just starts creating its own stories. The mind is used to going into maximization of any event. A small incident, a mole is turned into a mountain. We turn it into a grand, great event. It's as if the fear is escalated, and we think of the worst possibilities. What if this happens to me? What if it happens to my husband? What if it happens to my children? What if I lose my job? What happens if I don't get to pay my installments? And on and on and on. And we have created a holocaust even before it's going to happen. Nowhere else but just in our mind. And the moment the mind starts thinking like this, the emotions and the feelings also get transformed. Immediately, you will see that your heart starts beating. Your brow starts sweating. Your pulse is running faster. Your mind is racing. Your breath is faster. And you actually created a full-blown panic attack for yourself. And it's only because of maximization or grandizing or generalization of the circumstances and the events that happen in our life. And this is something as a part of the human mind. It's part of our human conscious mind. That's how we are made and built. This was made in order to protect us. This was a part of our fight and flight mechanism. So that if the situation was out of our control, we could actually go and fight, or we could actually go and flight and save our life. Because at the end of the day, we all want to survive. We all want to live. But yet, sometimes we and our own patterns can be our own sabotagers. We could be damaging ourselves with the way we think and with the way we allow our mind to go haywards. So how do we deal with it? The first and the very simple technique that I'm going to share with all of you all is, first and foremost, stay with that energy. Open and connect with that energy. Today I'm going to take this opportunity to open and connect with this energy that I perceived today in the morning as I was going around doing my course, and just open and perceive it and connect with myself and understand that yes, there's fear here. Yes, there's anxiety here. And I would like all of you to join me into this as you listen to me. You don't need to look at me. You can just go ahead and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, if there are any fears, if there are any worries, if there are any anxieties, just go ahead and let us just welcome them on. So often we are used to shunning and pushing our emotions away. And what if we were to just welcome them, breathe into them, and breathe out. Inhale and exhale through your mouth. You're most welcome to sit up straight, your spine nice and erect, your shoulders rolled back, breathing in through your mouth and breathing out through your mouth. Breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. And in this moment, just welcome all the fear that's there. All the worst fears that you must have ever experienced. Just welcome them. Talk to those fears and let them know that you are welcome. I welcome you. I claim you. I receive you. And I accept you just the way you are, because you are mine. I am the creator of it. I allowed myself to get connected with the fear that surrounds me. I allowed myself to absorb this fear, and I allowed myself to grow and enhance this fear. And hence you're mine. I welcome you, I accept you, and I claim you just the way you are. Realize that when we claim our fears, our anxieties, our worries, there's a significant shift. They stop gripping us, and instead, slowly, we are able to have an upper hand on them. Because claiming is releasing. Accepting is releasing. When we claim and accept our fears and our negative emotions, what we are doing is we are taking back our power in our hands. The moment we surrender to emotions, we become powerless, and we give our power away to that emotion, that circumstances, that situation, and that person who is responsible for creating that power, that emotion for us. If I'm feeling angry towards someone, I've given my power away to the one that I'm angry with. If I'm feeling jealous and I envy someone, I've given my power away to that person, and I've become a puppet in that person's hand because now this person can control me. And allowing ourselves to be anxious and worried and desperate and disturbed with the current situations that surround us, it means that we give our power away to these circumstances and these situations. And today, what if we could break free? What if, as we sit inside connecting with our own fears and anxieties, what if we could breathe into them? And as we breathe in, breathe out through our mouth, and exhaling out, release all those fears, those anxieties, and those worries. Let's do this together. 3 deep breaths in. And blowing it out. 1 more in. And blowing it out. Once more, breathe it in. And as you blow it out, just imagine your whole body, your mind, your consciousness, just emptying out of any and every kind of fear, anxiety, or any negative emotion that you might be holding inside you right now in this moment. Allow yourself to be empty and release yourself. And while you're doing this, give yourself permission to forgive all the people who were responsible for creating this fear in the first place. And give yourself permission to forgive yourself for allowing yourself to get connected with these emotions in the first place. Understanding that you yourself were doing the best that you could do with whatever available resources, knowledge, and understanding you had about life in that moment. And in order to deal better with this situation, what if you had some better resources? Close your eyes, connect with yourself, and ask yourself what kind of resources, what kind of internal qualities would help you to deal with these situations and circumstances better. As I connect with myself, what I realize is that internal quality of calmness would help me. The quality of living in the now, the ability to be present in the now, could help me. The ability to accept the situations the way they are, rather than resisting them, could allow me to stay peaceful. I would be so grateful to have a balloon filled with strength, courage, and confidence. And now, if you know the list of resources that would help you, I want you to go ahead and inhale each of them. So go ahead and imagine that you're breathing in the resources that you want. Imagine there's a huge balloon. This balloon is a beautiful multicolored balloon. And it's just filled with all the qualities, resources, abilities that you need in order to handle this situation better. May it be confidence, may it be strength, may it be courage, may it be calmness, may it be acceptance, may it be not taking things personally, may it be reaching out for help, may it be your own, listening to your own inner voice. Whatever the qualities are, breathe them in and allow it to suffuse your body. Let it enter your mind, your body, and your consciousness. And let us imagine that these qualities have reached each and every cell, the spaces between the cell, right down to the level of our DNA, permeated into even the matrix of our consciousness, allowing us to empower ourselves as we breathe in. And let's not forget self-love. Self-love is one of the most important resources that all of us needs now. A person who loves himself enough, who cares for himself enough, is never ever going to allow himself to deteriorate, to disseminate, to disintegrate. A person who loves himself enough is going to take actions and maybe even be selfish enough to ensure that he is safe. And lastly, let's all of us together breathe in a beautiful balloon which is filled with safety. And now equipped with all these amazing qualities, go ahead and put them into those circumstances and situations that need transformation. We are all going to enter into a meditation supported by some binaural notes. These notes are played at 741 Hertz. This is the vibration of, or this is the frequency of healing. 741 Hertz is a frequency which allows the body, the mind, the matrix, the matter, and the energy to heal. This frequency has the ability to remove negative energy in us and around us. This frequency has the ability to generate more positive energy, positive vibrations, and positive qualities in and around us. There are some amazing, you could also look out for YouTube channel. There are some amazing meditation musics which are at binaural notes of 741 Hertz. Today, after I finish today's talk, I will definitely post a link to today's meditation notes that we are using, which I said are at this frequency. Research is being done which has shown that meditative music or any kind of music or anything vibrating at this frequency, especially if you have seen the Tibetan bowls, they have those singing bowls in Tibet. So the singing bowls in Tibet, or those bells which have those ringing bells, I think we have ours. Can you bring ours? Yeah? And that thing is behind the door, the wooden rod. So those bells and the singing bowls are something that helped to create the 741 Hertz of vibration and frequency. And that is the reason why the Buddhists use them in their monastery and make it as an integral part of their daily life. Even in our culture, in the Hindu culture, the bells that ring in our temple vibrate at a certain frequency. This vibrational frequency has the ability to cleanse and clear the environment and the aura. So that is what we would all be doing. We would all be going ahead and entering today into a meditation based on the 741 Hertz frequency, binaural notes. I would play this in the background and we will all do a small meditation together. We will do chakra meditation along with this, and as we meditate for ourselves, we would ensure that this group of ours, this beautiful 40, 50 people of us who are together, are not just healing one another and healing each other. We are going out and even healing the world, healing the universe, and healing all the people in the universe. Each and every one who needs healing at some point or other. I think most of you must have seen this bell. This bell, or the singing bowl, is something that has the bell inside, and still there's a rod given where you move it in this way so that a certain amount of vibrational frequencies are created. And those are the frequencies which I am saying are 741 hertz, which are considered as one of the healing frequencies of times. We do this every time in our clinic. It's a very beautiful investment to make for yourself, or even the singing bowl. And if nothing, just do your own meditation and do your chantings. That is so enough. Alright? So let's go today into a beautiful meditation, everyone. Back straight, shoulders roll back. Gently close your eyes. Take 3 nice deep breaths in and breathe out. And if the music is a little loud, do let me know. I'll ensure that we don't play a loud music. We'll keep it good for all of us. Allow your attention to go down to the base or the root of your spine, the place near and just behind your anal opening, which is called as the Mooladhara Chakra or the Root Chakra. The chakra which holds the place of Lord Ganpati. The chakra which holds the place of the Kundalini. Bring your whole attention to that chakra. Chant with me together. We are going to chant the words Hari Om. Take a nice deep breath in. Hari Om. Allow your attention to be at the Mooladhara Chakra. Imagine receiving energy from the universe, which is energizing the Mooladhara Chakra and passing it to all the other parts which are under the control of the Mooladhara Chakra. All the parts in the pelvic region and down, right down to the tip of your toes. Imagine each and every part of your body getting energized and vitalized as the Mooladhara Chakra accepts and receives the universal energy. Slowly let us shift the attention slightly higher up to the Swadhishthana Chakra. This chakra rests 4 fingers just below our navel. The Hara Chakra. Inhale deeply. Hari Allow your entire attention to focus on the Swadhishthana Chakra. Let the chakra get activated as it receives energy from the universe. And as the chakra activates, let the energy slowly spread to all the organs which are in the control of this chakra, the Swadhishthana Chakra or the Hara Chakra. We will now slowly move on to the next chakra, the Manipur Chakra or the Solar Plexus. This chakra is 4 fingers above our navel. Allow your attention to be focused to this energy chakra. The solar plexus is often the seat of our anxieties, our worries, our fears. The Swadhishthana Chakra and the Manipur Chakra together hold all the deep and the dark energies, the negative energies and the negative emotions that affect us. And for the most part of our life, we human beings are stuck in these 2 chakras. Conscious meditation on these chakras can allow us to pull the energy up into our heart and throat chakras. Bringing our attention 4 fingers above the navel to the Manipur Chakra. Slowly bring the attention up to the center of our heart, to the heart chakra or the Anahat chakra. The chakra that is filled with love, compassion, kindness for one another and each other. The chakra that brings out the quality of immense gratitude, kindness, acceptance, tolerance. The chakra that brought the saints to come out with the principles of ahimsa, satya, asteya, aparigraha, brahmacharya. As we focus onto our heart chakra or the Anahat chakra, which is right in the center of our heart, receive energy as you consciously focus on the chakra would start opening, activating, and the energy would pass from this activated chakra to all the corresponding organs that are under the control of this chakra. The heart, the lungs, the ribs. Inhale. Gently let the attention rise up to the center of your throat, the throat chakra or the Vishuddha chakra. The chakra that is responsible and associated with the power of expression, the ability to speak, the ability to communicate, the ability to talk, the ability to share your thoughts. As you meditate and allow this chakra to activate, may you find the power to speak your own truth. May you find the ability to express your own truth just the way it is, fearlessly. Imagine receiving the universal energy which is working on the throat chakra, activating the throat chakra. And as the throat chakra activates, energizes, the rotation of the throat chakra correspondingly activates all the vital organs that are under the control of this chakra. Energizing, vitalizing, empowering all the cells, the spaces between the cells, the body, the mind, and the consciousness. And most importantly, your ability to speak and speak from your own truth and honesty. A good control and the good activation of this chakra allows us to speak in the best interest of the universe, allows us to choose our words which are spoken with gratitude and love and compassion, allows us to differentiate between what is right and wrong, when to keep quiet and when to shut up, when to speak and when to let go, when silence is important and golden, and when words could make difference. Bringing our entire attention to this chakra, and now gently bring your attention up to your third eye chakra or the Ajna chakra, the space between your two eyebrows. Allow your attention and focus to be at this chakra, the chakra that allows us the power and allows us to access the power of our own intelligence, our own wisdom. That chakra that opens the infinite knowledge that is present in this universe. As we focus, meditate and concentrate on this chakra, breathing in and breathing out, activating this chakra, may we live each moment in clarity, in knowledge, and not in doubt, not in judgment, not in prejudice. May we all have the ability to understand what is right and wrong and to function and work accordingly. Focusing on the third eye, the Ajna chakra. And finally moving up to the top of your head, the Sahasrara Chakra, bringing your entire attention to the Sahasrara Chakra, the 1,000-petal lotus that allows us to connect with the divine, the universe, the ultimate truth and the consciousness. The opening of this chakra leads to ultimate enlightenment or moksha. Gently bringing our attention to the top of our head, the Sahasrara Chakra. The music that we have chosen today is a 741 Hz binaural beats, which are the ultimate healing beats, which help to remove negative vibrations and energy within and without outside us, and in its stead generate good vibes, positive energy and positivity around us. Slowly bring your entire attention back into your heart now. Having used the chakra meditation to heal your entire mind, body and consciousness, we are now going to imagine there is a light projecting out of our heart. And let this light project out onto all the people of the universe who need healing. Into this circle of light that is coming out of your heart, filled with love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness and positivity. Welcome everyone who needs healing. May it be your parents, your partner, your children, your neighbors, your colleagues. As you bring people one by one into this beautiful circle of light, which is shining out of your heart, filled with positivity, keep adding more and more people into it. As you add your loved ones, go ahead and add the ones that maybe you do not love and you find hard to forgive. Now is the time to heal them in your relations. Bring into that awareness, bring into that circle, allow it to become bigger. Bring into it your community, your locality, your society. Allow this light of circle to become even bigger, extending out to the city, spreading love, light, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness, positivity, confidence to the whole city. Let it spread even beyond into the state where you are, whichever part of the world you are. Let each and every being, let each and every energy, no matter where it is, receive this healing light that's shining out of your heart as you have healed yourself with the chakra meditation. Expand your circle of life. Bring in all the neighboring countries. And even if they are not such good neighbors, may God give them the right wisdom. May God open their third eye. so that knowledge, understanding and wisdom prevails for them. Go ahead, extend this circle, bringing in all your neighboring countries, your continent, even further, extending out to all these other 7 continents. Gradually moving up to the nature. Let's include the sun, the moon, the stars, the skies, the rivers, the water, the trees, the plants, the whole universe into this healing light meditation. Each person is powerful. Each person's thought is important. If we could create a thought that is positive, not just for ourselves, but even for the people around us, we can heal not just ourselves, but even the world. And today, it's so important to heal the world because COVID, as we have seen, has shown us that we are not individual people. We are not small families. We are not small societies and communities. We are all connected to one another in good and bad. Today, this is one crisis which the entire world is facing. And therefore, the power of our healing has to be strong enough to heal not just ourselves, but also the entire world. Because if we need to come to peace, the world needs to come to peace. The circumstances and the situations need to change. The shift needs to happen outside, around us, and also within us. And today with this meditation, Heal the World meditation, let us do our small bit for the world. Thank you so much to each one of you for joining me into this wonderful meditation for today. It just somehow seemed one of the most appropriate things to do for today. It just seemed the right thing to do. And I know we all normally talk and we discuss and share. And like always, I would be very, very welcoming all of you to give me your shares. If there's anyone who wants to come on live with me, just tell me and we can chat together. And otherwise, if you need to leave, you're in a hurry, no worries. Namaste and a very soulful Sunday to all of y'all from Dr. Mitali. Join me every time on Soulful Sundays, FB Live, 4:30 p.m. And a big gratitude to each one of you who comes here each time, every time, on time. Thank you. Bye-bye.